Hey, welcome to another video on Incoterms 2010. Today we're going to look at CFR and CIF. Basically, they're very similar. CFR is cost and freight, and CIF is cost, freight, and cost, insurance, and freight. So, just having the insurance covered by the shipper on that one. And apart from that, they're basically the same, so let's have a look at them now for you. So from the seller's perspective, just a minute, here we go, from the seller's perspective. So, pros and cons. So the pros, control the dispatch of your goods. Obviously you'll be the seller will be organising the dispatch, so they know when the vehicle will be in to collect the goods. There's larger volumes of goods as well. This coincides with the consolidation of possible exports, as they'll be organising they might be organising other exports to the same area, so again reducing the costs, hopefully, the transport. They can pack to their own specifications, so no need for specialist packaging unless the buyer wants it. It can speed up payments because they can control the documents and they can hold them back until the buyer settles the payment. And the freight cost, it can be used to adjust the price of the product, so you can obviously increase the freight cost slightly to increase the profit on the profit margins if they so wish. And with CIF, it's covered by the insurance, so again, with peace of mind from both sides. And for the cons, so there's a larger financial outlay, especially if you're covering the insurance as well. You've got more documentary obligations, as they'll have to complete all the export documentations themselves. The currency fluctuations can affect the margins, as if it goes up, if the currencies fluctuate daily, then the margins can reduce, but then again they can also increase. So it can be affected by the vessel cut-offs, the sailing date and the production date. Obviously, if they don't match, then this could be an issue for the buyer. And production delays can be costly, again, due to the cut-offs as well. You can miss vessels, and there might be some sort of penalty clause in the agreement between the buyer and the seller. And that's it for the seller's point of view. Now for the buyer, if you have a look here, pros and cons again. So structured pricing, the buyer will know how much it costs to get the goods directly up to their door, and that'll be the cost of the goods completely. There's limited outlay for cash, as they don't have to pay for the transportation, it all gets paid by the seller. There's reduced documentary obligation, as the seller will be doing the majority of the work up to the export documentation and possibly the import documentations. And with CIF, again, you've got insurance, so peace of mind that your goods will be covered from leaving the seller's warehouse to arriving at your own. Now the cons, again, for the buyer. So the cons, packaging might not be suitable with your layout. Again, this can be agreed. So the supply reliability, this will depend upon how reliable they are at producing the goods on time, and obviously it can be affected by the vessel sailing times, which can put the time that you actually receive your product back. It reduces the chance of any supply chain consolidation, as you haven't got control of the supply chain. The supply of information is also will be lacking, as you'll have to go through at least your seller probably to get the information you're after, which can take time, as there might be a long chain of people. And that is it for the from the buyer's perspective. So if you'd like to leave a comment below and let us know what you think, that'd be great, and hopefully we'll upload another video soon.